What's the difference between lust and love? We get them confused. What are your turn-ons? What are your turn-offs? Do you know what really gets you hot under the collar, baby? Are you always dating the person that frankly sucks in bed? Are you and your mate not mating anymore? Do you even know what turns you on? I have that answer. With a date of birth, I can tell you anything. We call it Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. Find out your birthday secrets today, available online at secretsofbirthdays.com.
So garden.
Namaste and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your soul biographer, here to help you put together the planets and build your life story on the Earth plane. Couple announcements. We've got so much going on right now. The sun's going to cross over Uranus this week for a holy shift on Thursday. Then on Friday, it's Venus New Year's, which means we are reborn. And for all of us, this is really about putting down an old ego and saying hello to a new one, which means that we may have to say goodbye to a war or admit to ourselves we have lost a battle that we've probably been fighting needlessly since childhood. So it's an ending of our personal Cold Wars. Now, I do want to remind you that I have a class this Saturday and the following Saturday called Jumpstart the Heart for $33.95 on webcam, limited edition. Me and 6 students will dive into a few issues and get you back on the heart path, back on finding love, back on finding creativity. It's unique to be able to work with me one-on-one, so give it a try. That's at soulmart.me if you'd like to know. Also, if you buy a 1-hour reading with me, you will get a Secrets of Birthdays video, which is a great value as well. That's $35 off the normal price. This is a video that's going to help you with love, help you connect to your heart, and it's a way of kind of learning in private at home. So all of this is available at soulmart.me. All right, so without further ado, let's take the Ascension elevator and take a deeper bird's eye view of you right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Tonight we have 2 choices for your in-flight meals. We have a stewy fish with a mercury sauce or our charbroiled chicken with antibiotic dressing. And everyone, please prepare for a possible water landing.
Hello, my heroes, and welcome now to 33,000 feet. This is for Aries, Aries risings, and if you bought a Lightcast report card, we call you an action engineer. This is your 7-day mood forecast. Now, we are moving into Chapter 1 of Sun in Aries, or actually into Chapter 2 by the end of the week. It's your birthday period if you don't know. If you have an Aries rising, you're under some major reconstruction. So far in the transit, we have gone over your defenses and working on the hard parts of your personality. This week, we're going to secure that, decide what you want to step away from, and then aim for a new strength, a new effectiveness, and new actions that you want to take. So it's a very profound week, frankly. I think some of the decisions you make this week will last for a lifetime. No kidding. Now, there's a number of planets here up in the party. Over the week, the sun will cross over Uranus. That's breakdown, breakthrough. That is the holy shift day. Also, we have Venus, and the sun will cross over Venus, so that's Venus New Year. And Mars is here, so we're taking action. All of this focused on your character. Mercury is also direct right now, but it is back in Pisces. Mercury back in Pisces means all these changes are going on with your personality. Your thoughts are still second-guessing inner faith. But this week, with the actions you take, you will cross the line of step 10, which is the healing point there with Chiron, and by the end of the week on Sunday, a breakthrough, an understanding, an intellectual breakthrough in faith. So mind is a little behind. And Capricorn, Pluto, pushing hard on career. So while all this reconstruction goes on, the universe is expecting Aries and Aries risings to work hard on their career and continue moving forward with where their career legacy is. So a lot of pressure on the Rams. And it's probably like, what, you call this a birthday? So as my favorite part of the show, let's go where as above is below. And that is, of course, in outer space. We're going to start with, as always, Sunday. Cloudy with a chance of showers on Sunday. That's because the moon is in Virgo, making life very real for the Aries and Aries risings and putting emotional focus on health. At the same time, it's the first breakdown of the season. This would be an ego breakdown where you falsely represented, or you failed to represent, failed to act, or your actions blew up in your face. This is probably a long pattern. Nothing new here. We're going to talk more about it, but because the moon is in Virgo, I think you are feeling it harder than usual. On Monday, you're cloudy and hyper aware. That's because the moon in Virgo will oppose all that healing of inner faith. So Monday is a real back and forth of trying to feel the inner faith. This is kind of a test of the healing you've done so far with your inner faith. Mercury rules the day, so it's a breakthrough day, an understanding day, probably understanding why your ego failed you or has failed you, and it probably ties into the whole inner faith issue. So Monday is kind of a cloudy day. On Tuesday, it's sunny and alert. Give and receive Venus is the ruling energy of the day, and so you'll restore balance to your ego. If you had a major faux pas with the breakdown over the weekend, you really put your foot in your mouth or something like that, probably best day until Tuesday to make amends or say your apologies. The moon is in Virgo. It's a great day to perform, if you will, to kind of put out, to be out there performing, or to be out there and putting yourself out there in a career way as well, like really trying to pull off a shoot or pull off a major activity. Good day for all of that, really. On Wednesday, it is cloudy, but you are overall content. Neptune is ruling the day. That's why we have clouds, and the moon moves into Libra, pulling emotions into your mirage. On top of that, we have the full moon. This full moon brings emotions in mirages against your ego development. Now, you might play this out in your marriages or in your long-term partnerships, but really it's about how you relate to yourself. By the way you relate to yourself is how you draw on certain personalities. Either way, Ram, you're going to have to make a decision and basically surrender to your own ego. So your ego, this is the point where your ego might have to eat crow, as I've been saying on this full moon. Eat crow and just go ahead and swallow what the issues are. You have lost one battle in your life, but you're going to win another as a result of giving up one. So it's a tough day, but it's really you versus you, and it's probably the most powerful emotional day, I think, of the year for the Rams. No kidding, a very powerful one. On Thursday, it's sunny and sentimental, and this is the Holy Shift Day. That's because this is the day where the sun crosses Uranus, and they're both at step 8, I decide. That means you are deciding on this day who you are no longer. And this is really over a 2-year period of changing who you are and who you aren't. And you rule I am, you rule ego. So for the egomaniacs of the world to suddenly say, I am not what I was and now I am this, is a profound statement. Mostly, at minimum, you are no longer the old I am. And this also probably forces you to break away from that square with Pluto, which is your career legacy. You're going to have to be powerful. Your career may not prove it yet. You might be saying things before you've been able to prove it yet. But really, to manifest, you must say, I am first. And so this is a powerful day. Step 8, I am. So, and we cross. It is the Holy Shift Day, as I like to put it. All right. Then on Friday, it's sunny with a chance of grande, and it's Friday, and it's Venus New Year's. The sun will cross Venus, much like it just crossed Uranus. This is kind of like Love Fest Day, although more profound, and really profound. This is very kind of apropos to a Christian symbolism or a spring symbolism, because in the last 3 days, you have died and been reborn. Literally, the sun crossing Uranus would be the death, the breakdown of the new I am statement. And with the sun crossing Venus, that is the birth, although not 3 days this year, the next day. The universe is speeding up. Also, Mars rules the day, so you are really feeling fantastic. And the moon is in Scorpio, so you might be feeling a little randy and feeling a little bit courageous with those new, this new you on the birth. So, farmers, lock up your virgin daughters this weekend. The rams are on the loose. And I mean that for women and men. Female rams will ram you just as much. It's awesome. That was Friday. On Saturday, sunny and manifesting, holding space basically for the new I am statement. The moon is in Scorpio, and for a while will cross over Saturn. So there's going to be a moment emotionally on Saturday where you have to emotionally grow up. That might mean leaving the old battles behind, maybe turning on a temptation and get into an old fight. Basically having to keep emotional boundaries strong while you push forward on the new you. That's Saturday, but I think you're feeling overall pretty good. Then Sunday, you are learning, and that means you are emotionally shifting into the moon in Sagittarius, pulling emotions to what gives me meaning, what gives me purpose. You're also drawing in energy of what you want to be and how you want to learn next. Chiron, as you can see here, is ruling the day, which means that you are in synergy. I love me, I love you. This is a day of healing. This is a day where you can heal your body. This is a day where you can heal your ego once again. And this is a day where you can heal maybe your belief and faith in something. All right, I say it's time to fly home. Ooh, Mr. Smiley's coming. And this wraps up our Soul Horoscopes edition. By the way, if you join gatext.me, that's our GA service, I am sending extended help during these critical moments this week. You get extended help in the emails, and of course you get text messages directly to your phone. It's just $1 for the first week. Give it a try and have some soul support for once in your daily life. Also, I want to remind you that we are kind of reorganizing at soulgarden.me. Our guided hangouts will be back in a week or so. I will also be back in guided hangouts. I'll be sure to let you know. Until next time, remember I love you, and live, love, be.